All right, so great opportunities for Ghana at this time. If you ask me, I'd say with the football and we being in the game, definitely it will spur up business one way or the other. My name is Kwekutumin. It's time for us to do business. And tonight, I'll relax the football a little bit. Let's talk about Ghana's oil deals. And here, Ghana has claimed a $7 billion deal for the exploration of a 1.15 trillion standard cubic feet of gas and 131 million barrels of oil. Now, the deal will support the generation of an additional 1,100 megawatts of power. Eddie Kwabi with the details.
The offshore development project being funded by ENI and Vitol would undertake exploration of 1.15 trillion standard cubic feet of gas and 131 million barrels of oil reserves at the Cape 3 point in the western region. The entire project, estimated at $7 billion, is the single largest investment in oil and gas in Africa this year. President Mahama, together with Vice President Kwesi Emisatha, supervised the signing of the deal, which was done on behalf of the state by the Chief Executive Officer of GNPC, Alexander Mode, and the Minister of Petroleum, Kofi Amabua, at the Paduasi Lodge.
We are able to say that this negotiation and the gas that will be produced will be focused on our power sector to address our critical constraint to this economy, which is ensuring that we have access to electricity for industries and jobs.
The deal is between the government of Ghana, ENI, and Vitol of Italy.
Indeed, the OCTP integrated oil and gas project represents a milestone for Ghana, as it marks the beginning of a new era where Ghana starts producing its own gas to feed its own power plants for a stable power supply to the country.
President Mahama said the gas component would be used in the generation of 1,100 megawatts of electricity.
This should be a bit of very good news for Ghana going forward, that it would help to stabilize and ensure that Ghana has sufficient power to keep our economy growing at the pace at which it has been doing for several years now. And so the gas that we expect would be able to power an additional 1,100 megawatts of power, for Ghana. That is more than Akosombo. Akosombo is 1,020 megawatts.
The first oil from the project is expected in 2017, with gas in 2018.
All right, so if you think these energy deals are enough, well, I'm the bearer of good news tonight as I plunge deeper into the energy sector. And here, General Electric has finalized a deal with the government of Ghana for the construction of a 1,200 megawatt power plant to augment current power supply. Now, President Mahama says the deal, which is under the Ghana 1000 project, forms part of the fast-track emergency power supply aimed at easing the electricity crisis in the country.
The president, in his 2014 State of the Nation address, outlined a blueprint to produce 5,000 megawatts of energy by 2016. The move is to ensure the country becomes energy sufficient and secured. As part of efforts in achieving the promise, a new deal has been secured with General Electric under the $480 million Millennium Challenge Compact directed at provision of electricity. The global CEO of General Electric, Jeff Emmelt, believes the move would alleviate the current energy challenges.
In addition to this great project, we also are quite committed to getting some power online very quickly inside the country as well. So we really want to be a great partner in terms of power generation. And we view this project as being extremely exciting as a way to bring private capital into the country, investing in the country, to solve a tremendous challenge for the country.
President Mahama said this would be the single largest source of power for the country after the Akosombo Dam.
We're looking at 1,200 megawatts. This will be the single largest injection of power into our transmission grid in history. Because if we put in 750 and the balance for 1,200 megawatts, it would be bigger than the total power from the Akosombo hydroelectric power plant, which is 1,020 megawatts. And so it will be our biggest source of power on record. My understanding is that the first phase will be driven by liquid natural gas, and we wish to diversify as much as possible the sources of fuel, for producing our power, so that we're not caught in the situation where we have dependent on only one source of power, for too long a time.
Under the first phase, 750 megawatts of power would be produced by the last quarter of 2016.